So this is our hypothetical role play. Sarah, the new Young Women's President.
All right. So, Sarah, Sister Jones, good to have you here. I guess what can I help you with your concerns or questions?
Yeah. So as you know, I'm the new Young Women's President in the Ward.
Yeah.
But
It's a mighty role to fill.
yeah, it is, especially after the last Young Women's President. She sounds like she's really phenomenal. Did a great job with the young women. They really love her. The ward loves her, and it's big shoes to fill. She was quite a bit older than I was, more mature, and more life experience. I'm pretty young. I feel like I'm just out of Young Women's myself. Just graduated college, so honestly, I'm pretty nervous, a little bit scared.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
just looking for some advice, some counsel, and what might help me out.
Yeah. Well, I think the first thing that I want to just let you know is you being called to this role of Young Women's President. It's your role, and you're called here by the Lord. And you don't have anyone's shoes to fill except for your own. So you don't have to fill previous Young Women's President shoes. Because you're you and you're called here for a reason. So the Lord will help you to construct a program that will work. So I guess being called to this and you're still nervous and getting through just the beginning stages of a new calling. It's kind of rough sometimes. Have you thought about maybe some of your goals? Because we could talk about some goals you have. Maybe help you make some plans. Help you to have a plan so you aren't so anxious.
You're right, that probably would help to have a solid plan. So I know one thing I do want to do is focus on helping the inactive girls.
Okay.
Because it sounds like a lot of focus has been put on the girls that are active, which I think is necessary.
Mm-hmm.
But the bishop asked me to focus on those who haven't come to church for a while, that have strayed. And I think, looking at the list, there's a lot, and there's a lot of potential for the young women to program to grow by doing that. So I think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like, as you can work with these inactive girls, but also bring the active girls in to help you, their testimonies will grow, and you'll be able to grow together. Because when I look back on things, or even in cases today, President Eyring, almost every conference mentions when he was a deacon. Mm-hmm. And he always brings up stories about how his leaders took a personal role in his life to help him be better. He doesn't ever mention any activities that the youth did, really, or any huge, amazing, extravagant, camps or whatever. But what he does mention is the small moments he has with the people that led him and how they impacted him. And so for you, Sister Jones, I really think that's a great idea. Focus on the girls individually, also focusing on them as a group could really help. So what are some ideas you have to maybe get started working with the inactive girls?
I think. Well, first I was gonna pray and try and identify which girls we should focus on. But I think I want to involve the girls that are active in the reactivation efforts a lot, because for me, I know that serving in the church and helping others has been one of the things that strengthened my testimony more than anything else. And so for these girls to have that opportunity at this young age, I think would strengthen them a lot, especially during the development years that they're in. And so with most of them being able to be in presidencies, because there's so few, I was thinking about having them come together. We all pray, try and find which girls we want to focus on. I'm going to teach them how to go about doing reactivation efforts and make that a big focus of all of us together, not just me or my presidency doing it, but the young women also. And I think that would not only help them individually, but it'd help the inactive girls, and then it would unify us all together as a program.
Yeah, I agree. That's a great idea. I feel like as you can get these girls to really participate instead of taking it all on your shoulders, then they'll be able to help you. And I also noticed that you don't have counselors yet. But I feel like if you wait till you have counselors to get started with helping these girls, that you lose some very valuable time and moments with them. So I guess just keep in mind who thinking about counselors, and the Lord will help you know who to call. And then as you work with the girls and have them over, teach them how to start the reactivation process by being someone's friend, serving others, and involve them in prayer to choose who you should focus on first. That will really help them and build their testimonies. You have some good things going already. And these plans you have, they sound inspired, definitely, from the Lord. So as you continue to work on these things and focus on the girls, you're going to see a lot of blessings come. A lot of the program will be different, of course, than what the previous young women president did. But I feel like it will really help these girls to grow how they need to. And once you get more of the other girls coming, then you can start doing other things, other activities. But this will really help because not only can you work on helping these girls come back to church, but you can build their skills in communication, in service, in even baking, take goods to people. Just fun things, and the program pretty good, the personal progress.
Yeah, I've been through that.
Yeah, so I'm sure you can easily see how these things relate to each other. So I guess what are your thoughts about talking to the previous young women's president?
Yeah, so I'm thinking I'm going to call her. Honestly, it's a little bit intimidating. Yeah. But I think she could offer some good advice. She's worked with these young women, so. But I'm not really sure how to go about it.
Yeah. Okay. So she does have good advice. I don't think you need to be intimidated by her because you're called here for a reason. She's called to another position for a reason.
Okay.
So I guess just to go about it is decide, so what do you want to get out of your conversation? Do you want to get ideas maybe for activities? Do you want to learn a little bit about the girls that she knows? What are your goals for that?
Well, they have some programs already in place.
Okay.
They have Young Women's Camp coming up, Girls Camp. They have some different activities in place, so I want to get the details about those so I can help those go along instead of hinder.
Okay.
And I want to ask if there's some things she's working on with the girls already.
Yeah.
And see their progress on it, and decide if those are things I want to continue. I want to see what she's done with the reactivation efforts, who she's worked on, and maybe get some feedback on the girls who aren't active. She'd probably know the most about them. The girls that are active, I don't know if I want to ask her that much about them, because I guess I kind of want to just get to know them myself.
Yeah.
And learn from them that way. And I think that way they can learn from me. But just, I guess, some of those basic things.
Okay. Those will really help you. As you go into your conversation with her, to have those things in mind, it'll help you to be more relaxed, not intimidated.
Okay.
Because then you'll be able to get things done. I guess just one thing I want to just remind you that as you are working to start this reactivation process and to become the young women's president you want to be, is maybe look back at some of your past young women's presidents and what did they do that you really liked, that helped you, and maybe try to implement some of those things. And then also just remember that to get something good going, it takes a lot of time. Or to turn a big ship,
Okay.
it takes a lot of time.
So be patient.
Yeah.
With it. Okay.
Be patient. Like the old steamboats, they used to have those turning wheels to make it go. It takes a while to get it going at a steady pace, but once it's going, then it's just
It goes.
yeah, it goes.
Okay. I think that's actually good advice. Really good advice.
So I hope that helps you out.
That helped a lot. That was really beneficial. Thank you.
Thanks, Sarah.
Yep.
Mr. Jones.